injury updates on Jakeem and Caden Chittenden?
Chittenden won't play. He's not ready yet. Jakeem, probably 50-50 right now. We'll be close. It'll end up being a game time decision on if we end up playing him or not. He's close either way. It's not going to be long term. Got to see how he progresses through the week.
What's the plan at kicker going forward?
Ryan will handle both kickoff and all the field goals and extra points. He's had a great camp. He's kicking at a really, really high level, so we're fortunate to have two really, really good ones. And obviously working to get Caden back healthy. He's had just a couple little setbacks here where he hasn't it's just not quite, we're not comfortable yet just turning him loose full go. So, but I mean, no matter what's happened there, Ryan has been outstanding all camp. So he was going to factor in no matter what happened. So he's been awesome and one of the more improved players that we've had on the entire team throughout camp.
Are you expecting Caden to be out for a little while? Or?
I don't think it'll be that long, but you know, it's a unique position, you know, and guys obviously want to feel good, want to feel healthy, and so we're trying to manage obviously getting him back in with also the amount of proper time to let everything calm down. So I don't think it'll be much longer, but I mean either way, you know, Ryan's definitely going to factor in.
Over the past couple of weeks, how have you kind of seen the younger guys come to the realization that this is the moment coming up, no longer a rehearsal?
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of excitement. It's especially for your freshmen. They're so used to playing scrimmages and doing all that in high school, and all of a sudden you don't have it, and then this camp's long, and then all of a sudden you're going to be in the Coliseum, and somebody's going to be on the other sideline. It's going to be real. So the team, I think, as a whole, has really risen up this week. There was a ton of energy out here Sunday night, again today. So that you can tell the team senses that it's near, and you could tell them just kind of rising their level of energy, and I think just the kind of juice on the field the last few days has been, like, you could tell the team is just really hungry to play.
What are you hoping to learn about your team Saturday?
I think our ability to take from the practice field, from what we worked on, you know, and emphasized all summer, just to take that to the field and go play. You know, it's a first game. We're gonna do some really good things. We're gonna make some mistakes, but I think our resolve, our fight, our physicality of the areas of the program, we feel like we've really taken some steps with this team. We want to go put that on display, and so you know, it's first games in college are always unique, and it's you look forward to it. I think these guys are looking forward to it, and we can't wait to watch them play.
I know you talked a little bit about your starting line last night. How did you come to that group in particular, and at the center position? I know you talked about playing both Kilian and John Ray. How do you kind of manage balancing both of them?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Kilian's going to start. You know, he's been the most consistent player. I think we'll certainly play John Ray, and John Ray's absolutely going to factor in for our offensive line this year, no question about it. You know, that was and has been and continues to be a good battle, and sure will go on all year. But those guys have helped each other and, you know, really kind of feeding off one another, which has been good for our entire offensive line. Yeah, and I just think, you know, for us, it's right now trying to get the best five on the field. And fortunately, like I've said, we have some guys that are able to play multiple positions, and you feel like you can do that. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of excited to see the depth, you know, play out behind those guys. I think there's a handful of guys, I know I've mentioned them before, that I think can absolutely factor in for this team this year, and we would be confident playing right now. So, you know, hopefully those guys here get an opportunity to play a little bit, and we get to see them work.
When you don't have a lot of live periods to go off of, how do you go about evaluating running backs, and what did Wayman do to kind of separate himself?
Yeah, it's probably the hardest position offensively to evaluate in all this, because it's so much as a part of that is breaking tackles and getting tackled live. So, I mean, I think we've obviously seen Wayman carry the ball a lot. He's had a lot of college carries, and so I think there's a confidence there. And that combined with what we saw in the practice field, you know, we felt like he was the most steady guy. But, I mean, Eli's right there. You know, Brian and King are right there. So we'll obviously see how it goes when the lights come on and everything's live. But a lot of confidence in Wayman in that room.
Did you have a fall camp MVP?
Ooh. That's a good question. You know, we've had some guys that have really, really improved and that have really impressed us. You know, I think Elijah Newby's really improved. I feel like Fountain has really improved. I think Christian Pierce has really improved. I think Walker Lyons has really improved. I've talked about Justin before, Tanu, and the job he's done here in camp. So yeah, we've had a lot of guys make some big moves, but those guys, Eli Sanders, I know I've mentioned, but those guys in particular made some really major moves.
Are you starting to get the secondary to kind of settle in cornerback position?
Yeah, I think so. We're, that group is now, we're starting to get that group kind of back healthy and full go. We've had a few guys out with a few minor things other than Prophet. And so, yeah, we've been able to cycle through a lot of different lineups. I think it helps. I think it has helped our entire secondary, our corners, everybody, the experience and depth and just stability that we have at safety is like kind of just a calming presence for the whole defense and secondary. So you feel that, and I think our corners have really fed off that as well. So, yeah, it's been good to see, and I've seen some young guys, Alex Graham and Conley and Marcellus, and some of those guys step up and show that they're going to be ready to help us right away.
What have you seen from Missouri State?
Well, I think to me it all starts with the quarterback. He's a really good player. He's been in college for a long time. He's played a lot of ball. Impressive guy. You can tell they've got a good system. They challenge you. They've been very efficient and explosive offensively. And so obviously doing a good job against him will be a huge key to the game. A lot of new faces on the defense with a lot of transfers in, but they returned several guys that to a group that caused a lot of turnovers and got a lot of sacks. So, you can see their program elevating and getting better and better, obviously with new conference affiliation, and as that goes on, and they've got some really good coaches on their staff, that have been at major places, and you could tell, like when you watch them play schematically, like these guys, they know what they're doing. So, yeah, good group, but yeah, I think it starts and ends with the QB.
Let's do one more.
For Jacoby Lane, I know last week you mentioned he was like shaking off the rust. What have you seen from him in the last couple of days, and what's it like to have a guy like that back? I think you said ahead of schedule last week.
Yeah, you never want to miss time, but it's it's just one of those things we've had to deal with. He was pretty limited early on in camp, but it's gotten better fast. He's been a fast healer, which has been good. But even a guy that's played that much, there's you miss that amount of time. You just got to work your way back into into playing shape and locking in on the fine details of playing the position. Obviously, it helps him having some experience, but kind of getting him dialed in has been a big part here the last few weeks. When the reps we've been able to basically turn him loose. So yeah, it'll be a work in progress throughout the year to just kind of get him back fully going. But he's certainly at a point now where we're confident putting him out there and that he'll go play well.